Hey guys, this is Austin, and today I'm here with my top 5 gaming life hacks. You know, because I'm really good at this stuff. Coming in at number 5 is stop using wireless. The future is supposed to be all about ditching cables like this, right? While my setup isn't the best example, going wired actually isn't a bad idea. The most obvious example is wired versus wireless internet. If I compare running my Xbox One on Wi-Fi versus being plugged straight into my router, you can see there's a decent difference, especially in the download speed and importantly for gaming, the latency. Not only can plugging in help improve things like your ping, but it can also help you avoid lag due to random interference, especially in areas with tons of Wi-Fi signals. While sometimes running Ethernet cables all over your house isn't practical, it can help you avoid some problems. Something that's also easy to overlook is plugging in your controller. While wireless controllers are usually reliable these days, if it's convenient, it makes sense to keep things plugged in, as having your battery die in game can be a huge pain. For number 4, we've got optimizing your setup. While most of us will game whenever and wherever, it's actually really helpful to have a setup that's nice and comfortable for you. One of the first things is getting a good place to sit. I usually game in a normal desk chair on PC, and while you can spend a ton of money on these, the important thing is that it's nicely padded and is height adjustable. Bringing your chair to a level where your wrists are comfortable while gaming is important not only to be able to focus better on the game, but also to keep yourself from straining your wrists. At number 3, we have something for console gamers, optimizing your TV. If you like to game on a PC, odds are you're using a monitor, but if you game on a console, using a TV makes a lot of sense. Compare a decent PC monitor to a much bigger TV, and you'll see there's actually not a huge price gap. One of the big differences is that TVs tend to do a lot of processing to make the image pop, which can add a bit of lag, where monitors tend to take the signal without messing with it too much. Luckily, you can minimize this on most TVs by turning on game mode. Dig into your menu until you find picture options and switch over to game mode. What this does varies by TV, but it typically turns down the processing on the image to improve input times. For some TVs, you might not notice much of a difference, but it's definitely worth a shot to see if it works for you. Moving on to number 2, we have fine-tuning your graphics settings. This one is definitely more aimed at PC gamers, but by tweaking your graphics settings, you can make a huge difference to the gameplay. While it would be nice to have a PC that can handle every game completely maxed out all the time, usually you're going to need to customize your settings to keep things running smoothly. Ideally, you want your game to be running at least 60 frames per second, which is the max refresh rate of most monitors. The best way to measure your frame rate is with a tool called Fraps. With it, you can turn on an FPS indicator to show you exactly how smooth your game is running. Now jump into the game settings and adjust the graphics until you get a solid frame rate. There are also tools that can help you work out settings like Nvidia's GeForce Experience and AMD's Gaming Evolved, but I prefer to figure out things manually. Once you get everything set up correctly, you should notice a massive difference. And finally, at number 1, we have dialing in your control sensitivity. When you're playing a game, it's tempting to just jump right in. However, spending some time fine-tuning your controls can be a big help. Most games default to a fairly low sensitivity, which is great for people who are new to the game and just want to have a bit of fun, but as you get better, it can really slow you down. By jumping into the settings and turning sensitivity higher, you'll be able to look and aim a lot faster. With higher sensitivity, at first you'll probably be awful as there's a big learning curve, but dial in the exact setting that works best for you, and once you get used to it, it can make a big difference. If you're playing on PC, the advantage can be even bigger. Get the perfect mouse settings and things like aiming and moving become way quicker and easier. It's a simple tip, but perfecting your controls can help a surprising amount. So what are some of your favorite gaming life hacks? Definitely be sure to share in the comments below. Anyway, I've got to give a huge shout out to Audible for making this video possible. Audible.com is a leading provider of audiobooks with more than 150,000 downloadable titles across all types of literature, including fiction, non-fiction, and periodicals. Right now, Audible is offering a free audiobook if you try them out, and that includes one of my favorite books of all time, Ender's Game. I remember loving this book when I was younger, and listening to it again has been great. Best of all, you can get it for free from Audible. To download Ender's Game or another audiobook for free, just head over to audible.com/Austin. Audible has always been a huge supporter of the channel, so definitely go to audible.com/Austin and give them a shot. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.